Hey guys, this is Tommy with Geek Tyrant and Card Games on Computers. Konami was kind enough to send me one of the new Structure Deck Fire Kings to open up for everyone. This is for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. This very well could be the next best structure deck. It definitely is one where I think people are going to be able to buy 3 of these, build a semi-competitive deck, and over time kind of build it into something. It reminds me a lot of, say, the Shadal structure deck from a few years ago. And there have been a few others since then, where you buy 3 and you're pretty set for locals. And just, if as you get more of a budget, you can buy more cards. And I think this is the next great one like that. Heck, someone even got top 16 using a lot of the cards from this structure deck. Of course, there were a fair number of tweaks to it. Cards like Pot of Prosperity, Nibiru, Ash, etc. But the core is all in this deck. So let's go ahead. We're going to open it up, take a look at the cards, and kind of go from there. Okay, so these are the 8 new cards. We've got, Legendary Fire King Ponix, which if your monster or monsters that was originally fire is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Fire King spell or trap from your deck to your hand. During the next standby phase after this card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, add this card from the graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. So this is, going to search out your spells and traps, and it's a bit of recursion. We've got Echelon of the Fire Kings, special summon 3 fire monsters, 1 beast warrior, 1 winged beast, 1 each from your hand, deck, and graveyard, but their effects are negated. Also destroy them during the end phase. You can banish this card from your graveyard this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you normal or special summon a Fire King monster. You can only use each effect of Echelon once per turn. So this kind of, makes your Fire Kings, it saves your Fire Kings from things like Torrential Tribute, things like that, things that trigger on summon. Also, it lets you just get 3 fire guys out. They just have to be those different types: Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast. Fire King Sky Burn. Target an equal number of Fire King monsters you control and cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If a Fire King card you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use once per turn and only once that turn. So, basically, wipe out your guys, wipe out your opponent's guys, and then it also protects from the grave as well. Then we'll take a look here at Fire King Sanctuary. When this card is activated, you can place one Fire King Island from your deck face up in your field zone. Once per turn, if a card in your field zone would be destroyed by card effect, you can destroy one fire monster in your hand or face up field instead. Once per turn, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon one fire Xyz monster using only Fire King monsters you control. Okay. Then we've got Fire King Avatar Rangbali. If a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by card effect, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a spell, trap card, or effect is activated while this card is on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy one other fire monster in your hand or face-up field. You can only use each effect of Fire King Avatar Rangbali once per turn. So this negates spells and traps as long as you have a fire monster in your hand or field. That's always nice. Fire King High Avatar Kirin. I actually really like the artwork on that card. I think that looks dope. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect. You can destroy one other fire monster in your hand or face-up field, and if you do, special summon this card. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Fire King monster from your hand or graveyard, except Fire King High Avatar Kirin. Then you can destroy one card on the field. Okay. That's pretty cool. Lets you float. And well, float and destroy, and it's not even a targeted destroy, so take that. Then we've got, this is the box card, Sacred Fire King Garunix. If your monster that was originally fire is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If it was, as long as it was there when the monster was destroyed, or hand, even if not. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can destroy one fire beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster in your hand, deck, or face-up field, except Sacred Fire King Garunix. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to half the destroyed monster's attack it had there until the end of this turn. Okay. So, you know, keeps coming back. Can pump itself up. And then we get this new Xyz monster. Very busy artwork. Like, let's look at that. So you need 2 or more level 8 monsters. And if this card is Xyz summoned, you can destroy all other monsters on the field. Already a great start. You can detach one material from this card, then target one spell trap on the field. Destroy it. And if you do, this card gains 500 attack. So you detach material, target and destroy a spell or trap. It goes up to 3,500. There you go. And it looks like it's even a permanent 500. Not until the end of the turn. If this card is destroyed while it has material, you can special summon Fire King monsters from your graveyard up to the number of materials this card had. So that's pretty nice. Like, let's say you get 2 guys on there, your opponent kills it, bam, you get those 2 monsters back. Not bad. You can only use each effect once per turn. So there you go. There is Structure Deck Fire Kings. Like I said, I think this is going to be like the next big structure deck. Like the next good structure deck that everyone's excited for, that everyone is using, getting 3 copies of, etc. And I think it's going to make splashes in tournaments here and there. I don't think it's going to necessarily win anything, but I mean, we've already seen it be used to get to top 16, which is pretty incredible. So I think this deck has a lot of potential. I'm excited to see what happens with it. And until next time, I end my turn.